I'm in South Louisiana. This feeder's been up for a month and a half, maybe, almost 2 months. Lots of hogs coming in every day. Big boar coming in early. And then right at dark, a couple sows with a bunch of little bacon bits. I'm shooting my Tokyo whip. It's 62 inches, 43 pounds at my draw of 26 inches. And I got the Poma Extreme broadhead on the end. I'm gonna get quiet, let's see what happens. Alright guys, I'm back for round 2. Wind is much more favorable this evening than it was for the last hunt. That big boar was been in here pretty much every evening. It's a little hotter today. I got him pretty quiet, not much wind. So I'm hoping he wasn't laying up too close. But I got a feeling he'll show up. But he's still, you can tell he's still very cautious from the trail cam pictures I've been getting. He doesn't stay here long. He comes in, eats a little bit, runs out, comes back. I think he was in there 3 times before dark yesterday. That wind feels like it's at my back right now. That ain't good. Oh, no, it's blowing out the north like I expected it. Alright, we're good. If it continues to do that, I'm not gonna play around. I'm just gonna shoot. First good shot I get, be still and be quiet. Let's see what happens. Well, it's almost dark. Probably got another 10 minutes. I guess I just didn't pick a spot. And them big Palmer heads, they're heavier. They're 160 grain. And my stingers are 150s. So they were shooting a little lower. But I just didn't pick a spot. And then the bear that I spooked him real bad, but he hadn't came back yet. It probably won't till after dark. Got a raccoon down there still eating corn. They hear the hogs way before we do. So I'm just watching him. If he runs up the tree, then I know he's coming. So the hog won on round 2, as well as round 1. It's the way it goes sometimes. Or 37. Set up a little early this evening. This is gonna be round 3 on this hole. First time he came in 3 times, never gave me a shot. He'd get nervous and run off. I came last Wednesday, and he came in to about 15 yards, turned broadside, and I shot right underneath him. There's a group of sows and young ones coming in as well. So this is going to be a first come, first served hunt. I would like to take out that big boar, but I'm not going to pass on opportunity. If any hog comes in, wind's pretty good. Could be better. Swapped up bows this trip. Brought my tall tine stick flinger. It's 50 pound draw weight at my 26-inch draw. 62 inches long. And I also switched broadheads and went back to my Magnus Stinger. That's what I'm confident in, so that's what I'm going to shoot. Made a few practice shots with the heads before I came out, and they're hitting where I'm looking, so we're going to see what happens. That is the biggest hog I've ever seen in my life. If that hog don't go 400 pounds, I will be shocked. I mean, that thing is like a cow. I don't know what happened to the camera, but as he was coming out from my right here, going left, when I moved the camera, I don't know, it died. I don't know what happened. It quit filming. But I shot him like at 6-7 yards. And he was right behind that cedar limb, so I was trying to shoot over that cedar limb. And I shot a little high. But he squealed hard. And I seen the light at knock going out and make a circle, and he huffed. I don't like that part. I like when they go to squealing, but I shot just like 10 minutes ago, so I don't know if I ought to just back out and come back in the morning and look for him. It's pretty warm. That's what I'm worried about. The meat's gonna spoil if I wait till morning. I'm gonna look, see if I can pick up any blood at all. It's possible I cut that artery right under the back. But at this steep angle, I'm just not sure that I would have got it. I can tell you he is huge. But it hit him hard. I mean, he squealed. I just don't know if I got enough penetration to get into the lungs or not. Or if I was far enough forward. Because him being behind that branch, I really could see his lower half to see where his shoulder blade was at. I was just trying to stay away from that shield. And he was slightly quartering away, so we're gonna see. I think I'm gonna strip the camera down, all of my stuff down, and slip down with my light and see if I can see any blood at all. Good morning. It's about 6:30 on Thursday morning, June 13th. This is the same spot where I've been trying to make it happen on a pig. Sometime last week, we had a pretty good windstorm, I guess, and the branch that my feeder was hanging from gave way. So the feeder's been on the ground for over a week. The hogs have pushed it around and around and around. And now they got it about, 12 yards over there to the south. There's still been hogs showing up here every day. It's pretty cool this morning compared to most days. We have a little front come through, slight northeast wind, which is great. Got the stick flinger up here with me today. So we're just gonna sit here, enjoy the morning, and swat a few mosquitoes and see what happens. two little ones came in. And it's a good thing I threw a little corn out there because it held them right where I wanted them, about 10 yards. Looks like I made a good shot on the sow. Hopefully she's not too far. The little ones came back in, so I decided to try to shoot one of them. That was worth the trip up the river. Didn't know if anything was going to come in. The shot looked pretty good when she spun around. Give it a little time, then we could go check it out. Well, you're going to be able to see on the video, I was at full draw for a little bit waiting on her turn because she was broadside, and then she turned 1/4-2. And I held and I held and I held, and I thought she had turned. But she was 1/4-2. Hit her low behind the shoulder and exited back in the paunch. I gave her a little over a half hour and took up the trail, had good blood. So I figured she was down, but she wasn't. I got in the briar thicket and I heard some rustling, and I thought it was the other little one. And it was, but I knew she wouldn't be far, so I just took my time, knocked an arrow, crept in real slow. And I could see something black through the briars, but you know, it's so thick in there, I didn't know if it was a log or what. Well, I ended up about 2.5, 3 steps from it, and I realized it was her standing there. She's just standing there. So then I had to try to figure out which end was which, and I could see that rounded back in, so I said, well, that's got to be the butt. I couldn't see the ears, the face, or nothing. I picked a spot through the briars. I mean, I had a little window to shoot through like this, and drilled her right here at the top of the shoulder and exited right here behind the shoulder, and she went to gurgle and immediately made a little semicircle about 5 yards and got hung up in the briars, and she was done. So it was pretty exciting, pretty fun morning hunt. Tickled. So we're gonna get them cleaned up and get them on ice because it done got warm. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it.